My colleague, Paul Sisco, has more.
We begin at sea with Italian officials looking for human traffickers. Increasingly, they find themselves in a race against time to rescue migrants from the dangerous waters of the Mediterranean Sea. Recently, nearly 300 people, almost half of them women and children, are rescued from waters 40 miles off the coast of Libya. More than 800 people drowned in nearby waters earlier this month in the worst single incident of its kind. UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon says these waters have become a sea of misery, where thousands of people have lost their lives in pursuit of a better future. European Union leaders have agreed to triple emergency funding for rescue and recovery operations. The United Nations' Craig Murphy says migration's root causes must be addressed.
You have people that are moving for purposes of the economics and looking for job opportunities and looking for other employment opportunities in other countries. It would be one driving factor. The other would be people that are sort of forced from their homes due to war or insecurity, persecution against them.
Liberian President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf.
To keep the population home, you have to be able to address their basic needs. They have to be comfortable that they can access the services that they need, that they can live, their livelihoods. Because if you don't, then there will always be those who see that their lives are too difficult and too hard. Therefore, they have to migrate to where they can find better opportunities and better comfort for them. So the answer is to help us to develop our economies, to create those conditions where our people do not want to leave and they'll stay at home.
She praised South African President Jacob Zuma's response to the xenophobic violence that erupted recently and claimed lives in his country.
Those who want to go home, they must know that when we've arranged everything, when we stopped violence, they are still welcomed as they came.
African leaders from the South African development community are discussing the recent wave of xenophobic violence. Some, including Zimbabwe's President Robert Mugabe and Malawian President Peter Mutharika, have repatriated citizens in fear of further attacks. An estimated 1.7 million foreigners live in South Africa. Several businesses have been destroyed, and hundreds of immigrants have left the country. Those who have stayed or returned have done so with sadness, anger, and fear. Paul Sisco, VOA News.